Top 12 simple car repairs every single owner must know. Cars are machines, and no matter how much you love it, it will break down soon. You're going to have to be sure how to drive your vehicle to the garage of your motor insurance network for repair. Modern cars can require costly equipment and an electric diagnostic system to solve problems. You can't do any sort of fixing or maintenance on your own. You either need to go into an approved dealership or a qualified technician for complex problems. But what if we tell you that some of the most common reasons for car problems are easy fixes that you can learn from home? Stay tuned to learn how to save a couple of bucks. Number 1. Replacing wiper blades. One of the easiest things that you can do is remove the windshield wiper blades of your vehicle. The rubber starts to break down over time, whether it is weakened by the scratching of ice and snow or by the heat of summer. They're getting pretty rusty and almost scratchy when they need to be wiping, so look out for that. Changing your wiper blades can vary from brand to brand, but all of them have a basic locking mechanism with a sliding lock or button that to press, you just unlock it. Make sure that you buy the appropriate length of blades for your car. Some need 2 different sizes, or you might even need a rear wiper. Your car manual will have more information on which blades you need and how that mechanism works. Number 2. Changing car's oil. When these seasons change, you're going to need to tackle nagging maintenance needs, including everything from batteries and tires to fluids and brakes. One of the most obvious and urgent needs is to change your oil at regular intervals. But who's got time or the money? The shop always seems to be open when you're working and closed when you're not. But if you need to take care of it quickly, what do? Why not do it yourself? It's much easier than you think. Number 3. Changing a flat tire. There's a reason that the quote, wheels quote, is slang for the car. This is because the tires are one of the most important parts of your vehicle. And every once in a while, they're gonna go flat on you. Yet fixing a flat doesn't have to be a big deal. And it might be potentially a life-saving skill to learn. Specific measures include loosening the lug nuts with a wrench using a jack stand to lift the car off of the ground, removing these lug nuts, placing the spare tire on, winging the nuts back on, lowering the car, and eventually ensuring that the lug nuts are tight. Number 4. Replace air filters. You can pay a mechanic through your nose for this, but it's so much easier if you just do it yourself. The cost is only a small price for the fresh air filter, and with about 10 minutes, you can change it. Check your filter under the bonnet of your car first. Check your car's owner manual if you cannot remember how the air filter works and how the filter locks in. Remove the old air filter and install a new one, exactly as the old one was located. Number 5. Touch up bodywork. It's hard to keep your car looking clean all the time. It's bound to pick up scratches and dents that irritate you. While a bodywork specialist can easily sort these out, it's an easy job that anybody can do on their own and save you anywhere from $50 to $100. Pick up a touch-up kit from a nearby retailer or car shop and follow the directions that should be provided to add a paint cover to your scratch using a special brush. Note that the temperature should be at a safe point and that the car should be preferably out of the sun and the wind so that the paint sticks. and dries properly. Number 6. It's quick to check your vehicle's tire pressure, and you can check your car at home, free of charge, in just a few minutes. The first move is to find the right pressure level for your car. These can be found in the manual of your vehicle. You need an effective pressure gauge to check your tire pressure. Take off the dust cap of the valve mounted on the pressure gauge and take note of the impact. When your tire needs extra air, you need to inflate it with an air pump at home or use the facilities offered at a variety of gas stations. When the tire is overinflated, according to the pressure method, you can allow air to escape when the dust cap is off. When your tires are at the right pressure, take off the air pipe and make sure that there's no dirt in the valve and reconnect that dust cap. Number 7. Changing a car battery. Car batteries seem to die on us at the most inconvenient moments. If you're in the middle of nowhere, your best bet is to locate roadside assistance and or call a tow truck. But if you're at home and your battery shows signs that it may need to be replaced, the do-it-yourself repair method is pretty simple. Measures include removing any caps from the plug, disconnecting the negative cables, moving the clamp away from the battery pack and doing the same with the positive cable clamp, removing all of the screws and replacing the old battery with a new one, and eventually reconnecting the cable clamps. Before you cut them, make sure that you mark the cables. Number 8. Replacing a headlight or a taillight. Having a broken headlight or a taillight is not only inconvenient, it's actually illegal. As a result, you need to change them as soon as they begin to fade, but why spend money on a mechanic when it is so easy to replace? The method involves removing screws that link the headlight frame to the base, disconnecting the electrical connection, and removing the defective bulb and replacing it effectively with a new one, reconnecting the connection, and finally replacing the frame. Sometimes only your frame could be broken, which could be just as dangerous. You can modify it by following the same process. Number 9. Oxygen sensor replacements. Replacing an oxygen sensor is particularly common in older vehicles. Your oxygen sensor is a critical component of your exhaust system that senses uncombusted oxygen in your exhaust system. When your car ages, the oxygen sensor is removed, mostly leading to replacement after 100,000 to 150,000 kilometers of use. Moderately costly repair with an average oxygen sensor of about $250 to be replaced. Number 10. Fuel cap replacements. You may think that this entry looks silly, but a loose fuel cap is a regular and inexpensive cause of engine light testing. A loose fuel cap can alter aspects of the fuel tank that can cause low engine efficiency, and while it is a cheap repair, it could cost you hundreds of dollars in gas mileage over a very short period of time. The average fuel limit cost is around $15, so count yourself lucky if your engine light is beeping on to test. Number 11. Brake pad replacement. The brake pad is a curved disc that slows the brake discs when the brakes are applied to the motion. The friction causes the parts to chip and reduce their mass over time, but changing pads is really a simple process. Model and year of your car are enough details to get a new sheet. Every brand works fine, but the higher the price, the longer it lasts. One after the other, remove the tire and carefully unclip the pad clips while replacing the old and worn out pads with new ones. Number 12. Faulty horns. Apart from the danger it poses, not getting a working horn is also against the rules because this car requires it to pass state inspection. Sometimes people get carried away while driving, and with a gentle honk you might alert them to your proximity, preventing avoidable road accidents. sometimes placed right behind the grill. Replacing the horn is as simple as changing the light bulb. Open the hood and remove the battery to start. Continue to carefully remove the old horn using a ratchet and replace it with a new one. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, hit the like button and share. And for more videos, please subscribe to our channel.